After catching my in-laws stealing from me, I changed the locks. Now my wife is demanding I apologize to them. The home security notification pinged at 2:14. Movement detected in master bedroom. I was in a budget meeting, glanced at my phone, saw the alert. First thought was my wife Jenna came home early. Then I opened the camera feed, watched my father-in-law Richard pull open my nightstand drawer, photographing the contents with his phone. My mother-in-law Barbara stood beside him, holding my passport and birth certificate. They were in my house, in my bedroom, going through my private documents while I sat 30 miles away. I stood up so fast my chair hit the wall. My boss stopped mid-sentence, stared at me. I need to go. Family emergency. I was in my car before anyone could ask questions, hands shaking so badly. Could barely get the key in ignition. I'd been married to Jenna for 4 years. Her parents asked for a spare key 8 months ago. The reasoning made sense. We both worked full-time. I was in corporate finance, often traveled. They wanted to check on the house if we were away, water plants, grab mail, handle emergencies. It seemed reasonable, helpful even. We lived in nice suburb, 3-bedroom colonial. We talked about kids, building a life here. Giving them a key felt like including them, like saying they were family. That was 8 months ago. 8 months of unfettered access to our bedroom, our financial documents, our entire lives. I pulled into the driveway at 2:37. Their silver Buick parked in front of my garage, bold, not even trying to hide. I sat in my car for 30 seconds, trying to calm down. Then I got out, walked to my front door. It was locked. They were inside my locked house, using the key I'd given them. I unlocked the door quietly, stepped inside. Voices from upstairs. Barbara saying something about finding the account statements. Richard responding he was checking the office next. The office next. Like this was a planned operation. Designated search areas. I climbed the stairs, each step careful and silent. By the time I reached the bedroom doorway, they were both rifling through my dresser. Richard had his phone out, photographing inside my sock drawer, where I kept cash for emergencies. About $800. Barbara going through Jenna's jewelry box, setting aside pieces, photographing them individually. Can I help you find something? My voice cut through the room. They both froze. Color drained from Barbara's face. Richard actually dropped his phone. It clattered against hardwood floor. Long moment. Nobody moved. Then Barbara smiled, like this was perfectly normal. Michael, honey, you scared us. We didn't expect you home early, honey, like I was the one intruding. What are you doing in my bedroom? I kept my voice level. Going through my drawers, photographing my belongings. Richard cleared his throat, bent down to pick up his phone, buying time to think. We were just organizing for Jenna. She mentioned dresser was getting cluttered. Thought we'd help. Surprise her. The lie was so smooth, so practiced. I almost doubted what I'd seen. Almost. By photographing the contents, I pulled out my phone, held it up, showing them security camera feed. I've been watching you for 20 minutes. Saw you going through nightstand, dresser, Jenna's jewelry, taking pictures of documents. What the hell are you doing? Barbara's smile faltered. She set down the necklace, delicate gold chain Jenna's grandmother had given her. Michael, I think you're overreacting. We were just checking on things, making sure everything was secure. Help with what? Inventorying my cash? Documenting my wife's jewelry? Richard stepped forward, expression hardening. Watch your tone. We're family. We're allowed in this house. You gave us a key to check on the house in emergencies, not to go through our private belongings. I held out my hand. Give me the key. Now. He stared at me, like I'd slapped him. Excuse me? The key. Give it back. You violated our trust. You're not welcome in this house anymore. Barbara made a sound like wounded animal. Jenna would never agree to this. We're her parents. This is my house. Key. Now. Richard's jaw clenched. For a second I thought he might refuse. Then he reached into his pocket, pulled out the key ring, fumbled with it, held out a single silver key. I took it, feeling the weight. Then I gestured toward the stairs. Leave, both of you. They left, but not quietly. Barbara crying by the time they reached front door. Loud, theatrical sobs. I stood in doorway, watched them get into their Buick, drive away. Then I went back inside, locked the door, stood in my entryway trying to process this. My in-laws had been searching my house, systematically, deliberately, photographing documents and belongings. Why? What were they looking for? I went back upstairs. Everything looked normal at first glance, but when I started checking carefully, I noticed things. Nightstand drawer wasn't quite closed, papers in my desk slightly out of order. My filing cabinet had been opened. The lock wasn't damaged, which meant they'd either picked it or somehow gotten my key. I checked security footage from previous days, and that's when I saw the pattern. Full story is linked below or on my channel.